What's cracking, Jack? It's Tuesday, January 6th, and you're in the jungle. 6 games on tap in the association. I've got them all for you right here, right now. Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to the show. And if you're joining us for the first time, welcome to the jungle. I'm going to break down all 6 games in the NBA and give you either a side or total and a player prop for each one of those games. Now, I don't bet every single play myself. If you're looking for my favorite plays, if you want to bet just what I'm betting, there are 2 ways to do that. The first way is to purchase my $5 favorite play of the day. And for just $5 and no further commitment, you get my single best NBA bet of the day text to your phone. The second way is to become a Jungle member. And as a member, for as little as 62 cents a day, you get my full betting card sent to your phone every single morning, everything I bet in every sport. You also get access to our members-only Discord and a direct line to me if you like my opinion on any other bet that you are considering placing. We have a free weekly trial. Take it for a test spin and see if it's for you. Today's video is brought to you by Outlier.bet, the top name in sports betting research, and by Red Lobster, where every Wednesday your parole officer eats for free. So let's recap yesterday. And there's been some requests too, because I always recap how Jungle play did that I sent to members and plays that I bet, but it's been requested that I recap how the video did as well, so I'm happy to do that. So yesterday's video went 10-6. We went 6-2 on sides and totals and 4-4 on player props. My selected plays went 2-3. We hit Deuce McBride over PRA, and we hit Tyrese Maxey over points. Where we missed was on Amen Thompson, points and rebounds, Rockets -8, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker over his points. Today's journey begins in Indiana. Cleveland laying 5.5, taking on the Pacers. The over-under is 236.5. Donovan Mitchell out for Cleveland on a scheduled rest day. Benedict Mathurin out for the Pacers with a sprained thumb. Indiana has lost 12 straight games, and despite the Cavs not being as dominant as they were last year, even without Donovan Mitchell, they're a much better team than Indiana is. They score 9 points a game more than the Pacers and allow 3 points less. Cleveland -5.5 is the play, and I like Jalen Tyson of the Cavs over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's starting for Mitchell today, slated for 30 minutes, and when he gets 30 minutes or more this season, he's over this line in 11 of 13 games with a median of 25 PRA. Orlando -6.5 in our nation's capital, taking on the Wizards over under 233.5. They played once this season in Washington, and the Magic won by 31. Washington does score, but they struggle offensively against good defensive teams. Orlando's 13th in points allowed, but they're stingy with second chance points. The Magic is number 1 at eliminating second chance points from opponents. Orlando also does well against bottom 10 defenses. They're 20-8 straight up their last 28 games, and the Wizards give up the second most points in the NBA at 124.4 per game. I like the Magic -6.5, and I like Anthony Black over 25.5 points. Points plus assists. Anthony Black over 25.5 points plus assists. His last 5 games, he has a median of 30 points plus assists. He's playing 33 minutes, taking 16 shots with 9 potential assists. Miami +5.5 at Minnesota over under 237.5. They just played in Miami a few days ago, and the Wolves won by 10. And looking at that box score, nothing really stands out to you as an outlier performance. Both teams were pretty close to center with how they ordinarily play. Minnesota's just a better team. I like the Wolves -5.5. They're also 12-6 at home, and I would consider Anthony Edwards 30-plus points in this game. The Lakers -5.5 at New Orleans. Over-under is 244.5. The Pelicans have lost 7 straight games and have failed to cover this number of +5.5 in 6 of their last 7. The Lakers have covered their side of the spread -5.5 in their last 3 wins. Now, they've played twice this season already. The Lakers beat them by 14 in New Orleans, and they beat them by 12 in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is 7-0 in their last 7 games against bottom 10 defenses. In all 7 of those games, they've won by more than this margin of 5.5. The Lakers have the best 2-point percentage shot, field goal percentage in the NBA at 61%, and the Pelicans give up the highest 2-point field goal percentage in the NBA at 60. I like the Lakers minus 5.5, and I consider Luka over 33.5 points. He's over this line 54% of games this season, taking 23 shots, 11 three-pointers. San Antonio minus 5.5 at Memphis. The over-under, 239.5. Wemby is questionable for the Spurs, and John Morant questionable in so many ways for Memphis. Most likely game time decisions, both of them. Now, there's definitely some reason for concern in San Antonio. They've lost 3 of their last 5 games straight up, including losses to Utah and Portland, both at home. But I don't think that Memphis poses a threat to them in this game. They've played twice this year. The Spurs won comfortably by both those games as a 5.5-point favorite. I will lay the points with San Antonio and look at Stephon Castle over 6.5 assists. In 3 games without Devin Vassell this season, he's had 7, 8, and 9 assists. But the big thing is he's got 20 potential assists in those games without Vassell. His distribution goes up and his shot volume goes down when Devin Vassell is out of the lineup. And the last game on the docket today, Dallas minus 5.5 at Sacramento, over under 232.5. The Kings have lost 5 straight games and possess the NBA's worst point differential at minus 12 per game. Bless their heart. And San Antonio 3-11, their last 14 straight up at home. This is the healthiest Mavericks starting lineup they've had in a long time. Flagg, Christie, Marshall, Davis, and Gafford projected to start for Dallas. Dallas coming off a 6-point win over the Rockets as an 8-point underdog. I will lay the points with the Mavericks here, and I will consider Max Christie over 12.5 points. With the lineup that the Mavericks have been putting out there, he's seeing a lot of shooting volume lately, scoring 25, 18, and 24 points in his last 3 games. Have a great day, Jungle Nation. Put your favorite plays in the comment section, and I'll see you next time with a little more money in your pocket.